Good morning, my name is Bearcat, and this is Tabletop Game Shop Simulator. Today I'm going to try and restore my lost progress. So I had recorded another episode, but something happened with the recording, so I'm just looking at an older save, and in order to make it the most interesting for you, I thought it would be best to re-record the episode, take a mulligan, and make sure I'm getting a proper recording. So, related slash unrelated, if you watch my recent episode on Retro Rewind, my apologies for the audio quality of that episode. I think what happened is Windows decided to change all of my audio inputs and my speaker outputs and kind of everything else. And I think what happened is my microphone was replaced with my VR headset, which is on the other side of the room, and thus explains why the audio is terrible. So I think that's what happened. I'm not entirely sure. And then sort of related, I think that's the reason I had problems with the original recording of this episode. I was trying to fix the settings and things weren't pointing to the right place and they weren't recording properly. So I think that's what happened. Hopefully I've gotten that solved. Hopefully you can hear my lovely voice. And yeah, well, I have no money right now. So up in the left corner. So I'm going to have to wait on kind of anything at the moment. But a sneak preview of what I had tried to do was I had unlocked the army books for the 3 factions, and so I did some rearranging the store and had ended the episode there. So hopefully I can get to that same point today. Get those new products unlocked, start rearranging the store, and getting back to where I had left off. But people need to come into the store and buy things. When do those unlock again? Level 7. Okay, so I'm not too far off. But, I think what I will do while I'm waiting, though, is open some more miniatures, because that was something else that I had some fun with. Okay, awesome. So I've got 3 models I can now complete. Because I want to expand my completed model table and try and get some extra money in that way. Hello, miss. All right. So in other news, the weather where I live is so it's really loud. The weather I live is still really unstable. So I'm still having issues with my voice and still having issues with being stuffed up and nasally. But I'm also one of the lovely things that I have to deal with is I'm still dealing with some weird fatigue. Ooh, rare part. So that weird fatigue, it can also affect my voice, so it makes it hard to project my voice and speak loudly. So that's why I've sort of been sounding weird in my early videos. And that's sort of why I'm sounding weird now. I was annoyingly starting to do better, and then my voice went again, so can't win. Oh, okay. Let's click the assemble button. Okay, and I might be able to get one model painted. So something I did notice, the painting mini game does seem to be timed. So if you don't finish soon enough, just like that, not intended, you don't finish soon enough, the game ends. So you still have the quick part of the quick time event. Should have some customers. Hello, miss. How are you today? Awesome. And $2 is your change. Thank you. Hello. $22 is your total. Hello. How are you today? $89 is your total. Have a fantastic day. How are you today? And is that really necessary? These money launders. So I won't finish the rest of the models because my spot at the table is taken, but I can get these ones out. Hello, how are you today? And $18 is your total. Thank you. What I might do, since I got a bunch of stuff I can put out, I might think about getting another model table. That seems like a good idea. So I can get lots and lots of models out to sell. Maybe I can start working on that idea for having faction themed tables. Yeah, I think I might do that. While I'm waiting, let's see what I can stock. KCU. I'll just get this out really quick because it's just one. Hello, my apologies for the wait. Your total is 101. Have a good day. Hello, miss. And $76 is your total. How are you today, sir? And you're getting back $9 and change. Awesome purchases here. Have a good day. Okay. So I need 2 boxes of Guardians, 1 box of Demons, 2 boxes. Hello, sir. And $8 is your change. Hello. And $4 for you. Have a good day. There you go, sir. Okay. I need another box of undead. And I can probably wait on basics. Hello, how are you? I love how the light only comes on like 15 minutes before the end of the day. Seems so unnecessary. 41 is your total. Hello, and 41 is your total as well. All right, have a good day. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna get another thing of brushes, another thing of paints, because those go quickly. Hello, miss. All right, and $69 is your total. And there's your change. Have a good evening. I'm good on... I think I'm good on primer. I can leave that. I want 2 more boxes of rule books. And a miniature table. And that should leave me enough for my bills. So this is a bug. This box is in fact full, but it is not showing as full. So I'll have to pass that on to the team. And I will have to remember that that box is not empty. Okay, interesting. Okay. So yeah, it was showing when I put it back on the shelf, but not showing when it's in hand. Very odd. I'm gonna get this piece of dirt because it's driving me a bit crazy. And undead. Yeah, and so it's that bug is only happening with the guardians. It looks like. Brushes. I'm just gonna open box demons. Do that overstock. Ooh, 2 extra bottles. I don't think I have him either. Okay. Just gonna get that out. Extra paint. Stick that on the bottom there. Extra rule books. And where on earth does this go? You know what? Maybe that goes there. I hate that, but maybe that goes there. Let's pull all these off. So I want to paint the remaining models, and then I can start grouping things together. Right. Model 3. And last one. Perfect paint job. All right. What on earth do I have? So let's sort by army. Let's stick. Okay. So let's stick our undead on this side. Let's stick our guardians on this side. Another archer. Okay. And then I can fill this one up with demons. Good. So yeah, I'm just setting all these at market rate with rounding. Same as other stock, I just don't seem to have a great deal of luck with increasing the prices higher than that. I just want to double check, make sure nothing's changed. Okay. No, okay. Yeah, so I just don't really have any luck with prices being market plus 10, so we'll just leave it at market rate. That seems to do well enough. Got which there we go. Aha, can't pay my bills. Take that. Okay. And do we have a customer? No, just wait a minute for customers to start spawning. I hate where that is. I'll worry about that at the end of the day. Hopefully when I hit level 7, I can start rearranging things a bit. You know, I kind of wish in Retro Rewind you can grab flyers and go harass people in the street. Are they gonna fight? You can hand out flyers in the street to bring in customers. And I was just kind of thinking, I wish you could maybe do that. Just run through the street, hurl gaming propaganda at people, see if they'll come in. But I think I have my first customer for the day. Hello, sir. Welcome to the Glued Fingers. So in terms of expansion, get that ready to go. Yeah, so I'm going to, when I unlock those books, I'm going to move these onto a wider shelf and stick the army books with them, and then do a little rearranging and see if I can find a better place to put the model tables. Maybe move the game table into the middle of the store. Maybe stick the painting table next to it for a change. I don't know. I'll figure that out when I get there. I'm gonna throw out some garbage. So, yeah, so while we're waiting, I'd mentioned in the past the developers were talking about adding in some new kinds of products, some things like board games and whatnot. Since gaming stores do tend to sell more than just one thing. So So I'm really excited to see what some of that stuff looks like. But while we're waiting on those things to be added, I wanted to ask you, lovely audience, what are some products you would like to see added to the game? So what are some additional games you'd like to see? Do you want to see more products themed after Forge Wars Battle? I'm still doing it. Keep trying to say Forge Worlds Battle. Do you want to see more Forge Wars Battle games? Or do you want to see just other things? Now, it probably won't be, you know, a full playable game with paintable models and all that. I imagine a lot of that stuff will just be more kind of shelf filler, like the paints and the rule books. But what are some things you'd like to see? Do you want to see just a whole slew of spin-off board games? Do you want to see just like even bigger model kits? I thought it'd be cute if you could have like starter boxes or different like theme or kind of limited edition boxes. But another thing I think would be really interesting, and it might not necessarily require a lot of coding, would be the sci-fi version of Forge Wars Battle. I'm never going to be able to say the name correctly. Maybe this is why the store is doing so poorly and I have hundreds of dollars. Yeah, so there's so many miniature game companies have a fantasy and a sci-fi version of their game. So I think it would be kind of cool to see if there was a sci-fi version. But that, of course, requires more modeling of the actual models, more modeling of the parts, more coding for painting, possibly some coding for the game. So probably unlikely, at least at this stage of the game. But I think it would be kind of cool to see that, just because it's so iconic to see games doing that. Yeah, what do you think? Would you like to see a sci-fi version of the game? Would you like to see board games? Would you like to see I don't know, like a collectible card game based on this property? Again, probably not as a fully playable game, like in I can't remember the name of it, but the TCG Shop simulator. Nothing that involved, but you know, that is something else that some companies do. So what are the ideas you have? What do you think would be fun? What would you like to not see being sold? So see if we can get some fun wish listing going. Hello, sir. How are you today? All right. And your change is $19. Have a good day. Yeah, so we should be able to hit level 7 by the end of the day. Might not be able to get any sales in for the new books, but it is what it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go pay my bills, because I will forget to do those. And I will spend all my money. So when I come to the end of the day, I can, you know, hopefully not spend every cent I have. But yeah, double shelf. Anything else I can kind of prepare? Like another stockroom shelf, but it's not super necessary right now. Not going completely crazy on stock, so everything's on the floor. Is a little bit in the back, but I'm able to do with the one shelf I have right now. What I'm able to not able to do is live with the imperfection that is here. So yeah, I'm counting to see how many boxes I need to buy. So it looks like 2 of the basics. Hello, how are you today? And $2 is your change. Might not be able to do that. Okay. Let's bring the books out. This might be a tight evening. I'm trying to get those books. Hello, how are you? Okay, and there is your receipt. Thank you for coming in. Might have to reevaluate that second box of miniatures. Yeah. Hello, sir. All right, and your total is $70. Thank you for coming in. Hello, got a evening of painting ahead of you. Hello, and $4 is your change. Thank you for coming in. How are you tonight? And 62. All right. Hello, sir. And 27 is your change. Have a good day. Garbage. I don't think there's any. Oh, there's one. Excuse me. There we go. And your total is 111. Okay, thank you for coming in. And so yeah, I've unlocked the army books plus the better painting table. I'm gonna hold off on the painting table because it's quite expensive. And if I get one and I leave the old one out, I'm told that customers will favor the worst one, which has the lower payouts. So you want to kind of have all your tables being the same. 25 is your change. Thank you for coming in. So go ahead and get those books queued up. Oh yeah, I should have enough to get those. Get another box of Undead, another box of Demons. Okay, hello, how are you today? Alright, and $3 is your change. Thank you, and have a good evening. Okay, and $70 is your total. Have a good day. Okay. Okay, so no extra model sales. Did I get a can of primer? No. Okay. Anything else I need that is super duper pressing? We'll have to wait on paint for tomorrow. I'll put the last of the rule books. And I don't think I can get the Undead or the Guardians out. Actually. Or I can open it by accident. What I was going to do is move one of the boxes to the shelf to see if there's anything extra. Okay, no, it's empty now. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and put in that order. I'll just move that there for the time being. this out of here so I don't forget. So we've got undead on the bottom. More undead on the bottom. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. I want demons up here. I'm stocking this shelf. Okay, so pull off the guardians. And get the undead on the bottom, on the big shelf where they belong. Top. Stick the extra spray paint in the back. And my last box of books. Gonna move this out of the way for now. Move you out of the way for now. What do I want to do? Let's pull you back a bit. So when I was trying this out in the previous attempt at recording, I realized that my counter was too close. It's all falling apart. And my standee is too close. So let's just get you out of the way. So. Oh, am I still too close? Okay, cool. I can still reach the open close sign. Yeah, so this is a fun place. Not normally I put like the books and some of the other stuff up here, but I've put the painting stuff over there in the past. Gives me a wonderful fake out when customers walk up there to grab those products instead of coming to check out, but it is what it is. Not sure what that was about. So I'm gonna stick this back here for now, until I can do something with it. Okay, I can stick you back in this corner. Yes. I think that's what I want to do. Except I hate where these are. So let's move the model tables into the corner here. That's enough room. Let's make sure there's enough room for that. I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I'm going to win on that one. Let's get this table right here, so it's only mildly obstructive. When I have some money, I can expand the size of the store and give myself a little bit more space here, do something with that shelf. But I think for now, actually, let's just stick this over here. It's a little bit less in the way. I can give this a bit more room to breathe. My concern here is that although you can overlap, this is probably a really terrible idea. I shouldn't do that, but you can overlap, but I worry that might cause some problems with pathfinding, and with those being never mind, it's not going to fix that anyways. Yeah, with the miniatures being typically such high ticket items, I want customers to be able to come in here. So what have I got for completed models of equipment? So get you over here, and I can set your price. Okay. So that will be about 35 minutes. So that'll be the store for today, and then in the next episode I'll try and expand the store and get my life together, get a little bit more room to breathe, and then I can try and work on the painting tables and game tables. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like, share the video if you know anyone who might like the game, know anyone who might like my fabulous strong voice and terrible humor. Comment with any questions you have. Thanks to those who have been commenting. Keep those coming in. Let me know what other products you'd like to see in the store, and let me know if you have any ideas for layout or anything. We don't quite have decoration in the game yet, but that should be coming, I believe, next week, and that will be exciting. So other than that, I'm going to leave it here today. Once again, thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and I will enjoy at completing another day as I hit the spacebar instead of the my macroed enter key. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Have a good night.